Hello and welcome to the Trampled Back Podcast, episode 91. I'm Gary Black and joining me as usual is John Walker.
Or Chris Conroy, sorry. Hello.
This might not be 91. This might be the Patreon episode.
No, it's 91. It's 91.
John's insistent that it's 91.
This is it, okay. The 91, the Catharsis episode.
So there was a after the Rosie and Jim episode, there was an actual proper childhood celebrity death.
I thought you were going to mention the feedback that we got of people just rounding on me backing up Rosie and Jim as a childhood viable. No, it's not.
No, you're right though that you did get hounded for your anti Rosie and Jim agenda.
Fuck Rosie and Jim. Fuck John Conliffe. Fuck Postman Pat. Fuck anything that is like that.
So Jeffrey Hayes, the Jeffrey from Rainbow.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. He
You
died.
guys are definitely in my generation, but
No, I don't think we
but
are.
yous aren't.
No.
There was like a split that we missed. You know how when you go, why do we jump from under 17s football to under 19s, but we don't go 13s to 15s?
Yeah.
It seems like there's like 2 years that we go, but you're different people.
Yeah. Well, it's Chernobyl.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're the Chernobyl generation. Your brain's been fucked by nuclear chemicals.
Radioactive sheep.
Mm.
I think Chernobyl, they were testing sheep in Wales.
Were they?
It came that far, the fallout. Anyway, see the biggest thing that surprised me about Jeffrey Hayes dying? How old was he?
76.
76 he was. And the news was released through his manager. How fucking optimistic is Jeffrey Hayes retaining the services of a manager at 76? Like, there's been no work come through the door in fucking years, but he's gone, nah, I'm still going to guarantee Simon his 15% if any work comes in.
Well,
And I bet you what, see for that statement, I bet you fucking Simon, if his name is Simon, I bet you Simon and the Witch fucking bill the estate 15% for releasing the statement.
Yeah, this is why we hired our agent under the Trampled Bat, so it's just one fee.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oleg, straight in through the Russian PR company.
I was actually reading a bit about what he did with his life. I didn't realise he wasn't the first presenter of Rainbow. There'd been somebody previous to him,
Right.
and he took over. But after the show finished...
So he's the Simon Anstow to Mark Lamar.
Yeah.
Right.
In reverse.
Aye.
Right, okay.
Right, this is a generational thing. Who is the better presenter than Nevermind the Buzzcocks?
Simon Amstow.
No, it's Mark
My God.
It's Mark Lamar.
I really like Simon Amstel. I think he was great, but Mark Lamar was
Sublime.
the OG.
Simon Amstow and Val Kilmer was a good Batman. Do you want to argue about other things?
Was George Clooney a good Batman?
No.
Was Michael Keaton a good Batman?
Yes.
Honestly, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer was
Batman.
brilliant as Batman.
I'm
You go watch that
every
back.
week you shock me.
You go watch that
The
back.
Batman Forever. I don't need to. I know it line by line. But yeah. So after Rainbow, he was typecast. He got a bit part in Z Cars, and that was it.
After Rainbow.
After Rainbow,
Z-Cars wasn't on after Rainbow.
maybe it was during then,
That was the 1960s.
or maybe that's how he started.
It maybe started.
Maybe started. He had a bit part in Z Cars. But yeah, after Rainbow, he couldn't get any work because he was Jeffrey from Rainbow. So he became a taxi driver.
Fucking hell.
Janky, see when it was raining and then it was sunny, Janky just constantly got upset.
his Instagram accounts were just photos of weather events out his driver's door.
Double rainbow.
The only things he ever the only things he ever really did was he was in a video for an Oasis single,
Right.
playing a taxi driver.
What about
Is that Don't Look Back in Anger?
Yeah, I think so.
It must be.
what about
I would
Well-
love somebody to change that video and just put fake taxi during it.
see the well who was the Patrick
Doohan,
not Patrick Mick something McGugan?
the guy from the Avengers.
The Avengers. Right.
So he played his role.
What happened to Roger and Freddie?
Oh. Mysteriously vanished.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Roger, you don't know about Roger and Freddie?
No.
They were the sort of Bucks Fizz copies that come on and sang some songs
Right, okay.
on Rainbow.
Right, okay. I never seen Rainbow either.
Never seen Rainbow?
You know, with Zippy and George and Bungle?
No.
See, for me, the only show in town in that, the only one worth a fucking that was Zippy.
Yeah.
Zippy was the only. Zippy. See, you sit and watch 30 minutes of Zippy compared to 30 minutes of Rosie and Jim.
Yeah.
It's
not...
Zippy every day of the week.
Well, I read a really interesting fact about Zippy as well while I was looking this up. The original model of Zippy was blue.
Right.
But Jeffrey Hayes had spent a lot of time in his youth in Dundee and was a Dundee United fan.
Right.
And they made him change Zippy to orange because he didn't want him to be blue.
What the fuck is Zippy?
He's just a puppet. He's not a thing.
George is a hippopotamus.
Yep.
Bungle's a bear.
Yep. And Zippy's just a Zippy.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm happy to not ask any questions about it. One of the best theme tunes. Do you know what was released this week? It was released yesterday. You know Matt Berry?
Yes.
You know Matt
From
Berry?
Yeah.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place,
Like,
Snuffbox,
you know he
etc.
releases
IT
a lot of
crowd.
music as well.
Oh, he's really, really good musician.
He released an album of a dozen cover versions of popular theme tunes, and Rainbow's one of them.
Right, okay.
He's done Doctor Who, Rainbow. What's a fucking? I sent it to Ralph yesterday. Wait, we see what else we've got on here. But I love just the offbeatness of going. Do you know what the world needs?
Must be nice to be famous and have your money worries put aside. When you can go, I'm going to do a cover version of TV theme tunes.
Right. Listen, I'll turn my phone up here and we'll see if you can name them.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to fail at this because I'm not going to know any of them.
Right. Television themes, that's what it's called, released yesterday. Do you know what? There's quite a few old ones on it, so I'll just do a couple of the ones that I think you'll know. There's a couple of stings, like this one's a sting. See if you recognise this.
Nah.
That was the sting for London Weekend Television.
That's blankety blank.
Oh,
I was
well
gonna
done,
say,
yeah.
I was gonna say I recognise that from somewhere.
Right, see if you know this one. This is a much older version.
That's not Tomorrow's World, is it?
No, that was an old version of Top of the Pops.
Really?
Yep. Another television station. That's Thames Television, that one. Right.
That's Doctor Who.
Oh, you didn't even need to think about
Aye.
that. You could just feel your trousers straining.
No,
I know nothing.
Right. Last one. Oh, wait till we get to the back. You enjoying that, Gary?
I'm not really a big Doctor Who fan.
What?
I know
That
it's,
seems to-
I know it seems like the exact kind
Right.
of thing I'd like.
Ready? This one's for you, Jeffrey. I've not even got-
Rainbow.
Is it such a distinct voice?
Oh, it's his fortune, isn't it?
Aye. Like there's no.
Abs-
I've never heard anyone else that talks like him.
But see even the carpet adverts he does.
Yes.
They're better than the presenters.
Yeah.
For your price guarantee. Like, see where the intonation and the letters come from. See when you hand him a script, he's going to go, I'm going to fucking rock it there. I'm going to rock it there. I'm going to rock it there. Give me the script. Give me the mic.
He has such a great balance in his voice between sincerity and insincerity.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, I definitely think that he's unsung.
Mm.
Some of the stuff he does is rotten. But some of it, like, it's that kind of, see, being willing to fail at something to be fucking so amazing at something else. It's nice to just see all the stuff out there rather than go, do you know what, I want it to just be perfect before you put it out. Some of the things he crops up on, like, do you see him on the Vic and Bob thing? but where they lived in a house.
I didn't really get into it. I watched a couple of episodes and couldn't really.
Well, the thing is, see, for his generation, see, to get the opportunity to go more with Vic and Bob, you're going to take it. You're going to take it. But the carpet adverts are the best thing in the radio.
Have you ever seen the thing he did? It's like a BBC one-off from a few years ago, and it's a spoof of a 70s rock opera,
right?
About the story of Jesus.
Right.
It's fantastic.
Some singer.
Yeah. And it's got Richard Ayoade and all that sort of crowd in it. It's really good.
So you're not bothered about Doctor Who being
Not
a female this week?
I couldn't care less. I think obviously.
Is it because she's female?
No. I just don't like. I'm not a Doctor Who fan at all.
How can you like all the shit that you like and not like Doctor Who?
Well,
you are prime Doctor Who candidate.
No, I'm not because
Look at him.
I look.
Fucking look at him.
So when did Sylvester McCoy's Doctor Who finish?
You tell me.
I don't know. I was too young for it when it finished, and I was too old for it when it started back up again. It was.
I think the first one I remember was Peter Davidson, the blonde-headed guy. Sort of almost looks like a cricket player.
Yeah.
And then Sylvester McCoy. It's unhealthy. See the shit you like.
Stuff like Doctor Who, but not Doctor Who.
Avengers and cartoons, and you just become obsessed rather than dealing with the outside world. You know, like, these things that ultimately are going to be worthless when you're gone. There's no fucking legacy to you collecting aluminium tins of fucking DVDs. It's the same fucking DVD you're watching. it's just that you're
just in a tin.
But you're measuring your self-worth and the fact that you've got 18 out of the 20 available, and you're going,
I've got 20 of the 20 available, thank you very much.
But your reaction is going, it's exactly what I'm talking about. Going, well, only a fucking fool would have 19, Chris. I have 20, therefore
that's what gives me some self-worth, yeah, I agree.
It doesn't give you self-worth, Gary. You're Gary because you're Gary, not because you have a very expensive DVD collection.
You're only as good as the legacy you leave behind. And that'll be stuff.
Right, okay, I'm going to... See, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and you walked into somebody's house and there was a whole wall of CDs and DVDs, right? And you go, that's quite a DVD collection you've got. Yeah, the whole collection must be worth about 15 grand, 16 grand. Quite a lot of it's still in its wrappers. See, if you looked at that collection now, you go, what a collection of fucking tat.
If you go
know you can stream all this shit for buttons.
If you go to HMV website, you would get 13 pence for the entire collection. But you have to spend 70 pence to get it boxed up.
There's a fucking office in the Ukraine, got Magpie going, oh... we have a guy here that wants £6 for his Band of Brothers box set in a tin. What should we give him? Offer him 14 pence. 14 pence. These things are not what... The items are not what makes you, Gary.
Oh, yeah. I remember a guy who had every season of... Was it Sharp?
With Sean Bean?
Aye. Imagine trying to punt that. Just 7 seasons of Sharp and 1 copy of When Saturday Comes.
Dad, can I watch Sharp? The boys are around, can I watch your Sharp videos? No, son, they'll be worth money one day. Don't want your greasy paws oil them. Fucking buried my dad with Sharp. With Sharp box set. Triple gatefold sleeve vinyl. Nobody cares.
It felt like...
But you do look like a Doctor Who fan.
I know. I'm aware of how I look. I'm surprising on the inside. I'm deeper on the inside than I am on the outside.
Every 3 months, I send the email off to Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and you're not on it yet. I just want to get you in front of 4 gay guys that fucking that just cut your beard and fucking dress you up smart.
Imagine what I'd end up looking like.
Mate, you'd be amazing.
This guy,
mate,
here.
Mate, you are amazing.
No, but I've got no sense of style. That's what I'm missing.
Gary, you're just flowing material over your body. Like, people can tell you what to put on.
Yeah. I would be good on that, you're right.
See, for the first...
You'd be amazing in that.
I could be on Channel 4 every programme all through the night. I could be on the...
He's a one-man Channel 4 schedule.
Exactly. I'll go on Fussy Eaters.
Right.
Then I'll go on the one with Embarrassing Bodies and tell them about all my
Right.
problems. And then I might as well go on Undateables as well.
Aye, and then the first dates, and then Queer Eye.
Aye.
And then the summer after that, he's in Love Island.
Celebrity Big Brother.
Just in a pair of loafers, no socks, telling people what's what.
And then I can go on The Circle, my new favourite show.
Aye. Just telling people, you know, then you'd be advising them going, you know what? I used to wear a lot of NFL branded gear, and when I realised that a slim fit shirt had worked wonders for me, my world changed.
Too much moobs for a slim fit.
Gary, those
Right,
can
it's
go
just
as
the
well.
cut. It's just, the cut.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be skin tight. So as soon as Queer Eye, you better send to you it with just fucking Fenton.
Yeah. Fenton is like a one-man Queer Eye cast.
Aye. Get your barbers, clothes shops.
Have me looking sharp.
Aye. But
Not
you're fighting it by not admitting that you do like Doctor Who. Right, who's the next celebrity death?
Well, talking of theme tunes, actually links in. Does the name Montserrat Caballé mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah, it does. She died?
She died at age 85. The Spanish opera singer.
What a
that sang
wonderful
with,
horizon.
Freddie Mercury on 1992's Barcelona.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Did she do anything else though?
Well, she was big in Spain.
I think she was quite...
So is speaking Spanish. Means nothing to me, Gary.
Okay, speaking Spanish, Montserrat Cabell, paella. They mean nothing.
No, I like paella.
But he done two strange songs, either 2 summers in a row in the same summer. He done Barcelona, and then not too long after it was something about not having any time for some monkey business.
Oh, Living on My Own.
Oh, that is one of the best holiday songs ever. See, you just like.
I think it might have even been like a double A side.
We're living on my own.
Yeah, I think it could have been.
You go for opera singers in Barcelona to the gay clubs of New York in one vinyl.
I love when we put celebrity deaths down and then you actually just associate them with something else.
Aye.
Someone more famous who's also dead.
Yeah, Freddie's definitely
Other dead people.
Have you ever heard the New York house, sort of early house dance artist called Manny Parish?
No.
I get into watching his YouTube videos during the week there through the Optimal Twitter. Had recommended it, and it's just stories about him being in New York in the 80s and 90s, and he is just boldly, like brashly telling you stories about celebrities. There was one about Freddie Mercury, and you know, it would go, this was about the time that I was asked to produce the Madonna album, and this is what it was like, you know, being where but they've got like 300 and 400 views. Like they're really, really well made. Just him in black and white against the wall, and him telling the story for 20 minutes. But the stories are pretty good. Check out Manny Parish on YouTube if you get a chance.
So I've got the Freddie Mercury discography. I'm actually really surprised.
Was there a monkey in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a monkey from Dunstan Checks In.
That's not a monkey.
I thought it was Curious George. By Curious George. Straight in. I need a By Curious monkey for the Freddie Mercury video.
Barcelona was first released in 1987. So it wasn't even... It was re-released for the Barcelona Olympics. But it wasn't originally...
Fortuitous.
That's really weird. And then, you're right, Living on My Own was the next summer after, in 1993. But he also released another 3 singles with her. The Golden Boy, Guide Me Home, and How Can I Go On. So that's surprising.
So R.I.P. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. So did you see the news story about the Interpol president?
I seen that. I read this last night. It's very cryptic. Have you heard that? Have
Nope.
you seen the state joint?
Meng Hongwei.
Meng Hongwei?
The president of, and you know what Interpol is?
Yes,
The-
a band from America.
Yeah, the global.
We
police
spies and we slow hands.
A poor man's Arcade Fire.
So he was at Interpol HQ in France, and he left there to go to China, and he's vanished off the face of the earth. Totally vanished.
Wait, did you hear the statement?
and the French police have put his wife under house arrest because she's had death threats.
We're living like a Mission Impossible movie. That's what's happening now. It's amazing.
All this. Check the statement. Interpol statement is.
Have you seen Ghost? Is it Ghost Protocol? No, sorry, Rogue Nation. Have you seen Rogue Nation?
No.
And it's about the syndicate, and it's like It's just all these political leaders taking over, and it's like just see like things like Brexit, Trump. Just feels like there is, and then fucking Interpol presidents disappearing.
Aye, but seen a movie like that.
We need Tom Cruise.
Seen a movie like that. The Interpol president's always kind of weak. You know, like kind of getting hustled into a van or between sort of holding places. See, if you get the head of Interpol, he's obviously got there because he can fight like fuck. Do you know what I mean? At the head of Interpol, you don't want a bureaucrat. You want Chuck Norris or somebody, at least a brown belt in Taekwondo. You're not wanting somebody that was one of the trainers in Microsoft Office. The wages are always in time. You want somebody that's fucking nails.
His SQL and Excel is amazing.
What qualifies you for the head of Interpol?
I know how to do really complicated macros.
Yeah. Well, I've got my Cisco.
Is this the statement you were talking about, Chris? So, Interpol Secretary General Jürgen Stock.
Let's see. Let's see if it's the same one I read. Is it the blue background? Like
no.
It looks as if it's been put on a fucking PowerPoint slide. Like he's left templates on in the event of my kidnap.
Oh yeah, okay. Right. Media statement, 5th of October.
Show that to John before you start reading it. How it's put out.
That?
Aye. That's how it's come out, right? It's like a missing 14-year-old in Kilmarnock.
We are aware of media reports in connection with the alleged disappearance of Interpol President Meng Hongwei. This is a matter for the relevant authorities in both France and China. Jürgen Stock, Interpol Secretary General, is the full-time official responsible for the day-to-day running of the organisation. Interpol's General Secretariat headquarters will not comment further.
That just shows you going, right, we need to put a statement out. Going, well, give them 4 lines, but tell them we're not commenting further because we do not have a clue. This is what happens when we recruited through temps for a guy to run the show.
There's a thing as well about Russian spies being caught in America.
At Disneyland, like they couldn't believe what they could buy, wearing Nikes.
But it was the weird thing about it was actually the way that America publicised it, because all it showed was that every country in the world has spies deep in every other country.
Aye.
And it, the idea that it's a thing of the past is ridiculous. There's spies everywhere, but they'd managed to get into some nuclear power station,
right,
and get all the blueprints for it, and they just no bother. But it was the fact that America wasn't just hushing it down. They were just coming out and going, yeah, they did this, and we're going to track any spies, we're going to track them down. And every other country's like, shut up.
Aye. We've got all your guys here. Have we got any idea what's happened to this
nothing.
Guy?
Absolutely nothing. There's no recorded. They don't even know if he made it to the airport or he got on the plane. Apparently, they don't know if he got on the plane.
Is this the worst way of leaving your wife?
Is that one of...
You just keep her under house arrest. Release the statement.
That was one of Paul Simon's, wasn't it?
50 Ways to Leave the Interpol.
Yeah. Get lost in the plane, Meng Hongwei. Have you seen the Banksy painting that went up for auction?
No.
John, have you seen anything about
it? What the fuck?
So is it Sotheby's or Sotheby's?
Sotheby's.
The little girl with the heart balloon.
The balloon.
So they had a framed picture of it, and it was valued at £200,000, and it was like a huge auction, and it went for, after all the fees and everything, it went for 1 million.
Right.
And then after the hammer went down, the wee red LED on the frame went doot 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 doot, and the painting started sliding down in the frame and then shredded and came out the bottom of the frame, shredded into ribbons. And they reckon that Banksy was in the auction and set it off.
As soon as it...
There are some people now saying it's worth double. It's now worth about shredded? 2 million. Yeah. And then there's people saying, well, surely at an art auction somebody inspects the paintings and would go, that's weird, there seems to be loads of blades in the bottom of this frame.
Is there video of this?
Yeah.
Right, I look forward to watching that.
It's not shredded the whole thing. It's come halfway down and shredded half of it, but it's come out the bottom of the frame.
See, there was an Asian an Asian triptych, a huge painting in 3 parts. For people who don't know what a triptych is, huge 63 million it went for last week.
Is it old?
No, modern art. Along the lines of sort of Guernica or a Jackson Pollock, just like huge. And I think the artist is still alive as well.
Oh, really?
But imagine selling the initial artwork and then somebody else selling it like it had been bought maybe 10 years ago for 2 million. So it represented something like a 2,500% increase on the initial price
And
paid.
the artist saw nothing.
Aye, and the artist that made it has to live and watch that.
That's like a system though that art galleries and that use though, as they don't pay for paintings at top price until they're deed, and then they own them and go right, cool, done.
Well, he's in the great position now that he can just knock up another one.
Well, art is one of the final ways that they can actually hide a bit of money. That's thing.
You can't tax a painting after somebody dies.
Yeah. Right, I'm definitely going to watch that Banksy video. That sounds as if he's...
There's a whiff of publicity stunt to it.
Oh, definitely. The whole thing's brilliant. It's genius.
Can
you imagine somebody... Imagine he has had, or they have had, if it's multiple people, they have had so many newspaper reports over the past couple of years going, Banksy piece of art sells for this amount of money. Mm. This is something different.
Yeah.
Sells for this piece of money and then instantly 50% destroyed. It's going, how do you...
Yeah.
It's just a cracking twist to keep it relevant. Go, you paid £1 million for this, you fucking idiot. Unless they're in it as well.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing I thought, because the guide price was 200,000, it's so high above it. You think, well, did somebody just keep bidding on it until they got it? Just
right, for weeks we've been desperately trying not to talk about Trump or Brexit or anything like that. But what's reared its head this week is he's pushed his involvement in the whole "Make America Great Again" campaign is Kanye West last week on Saturday Night Live.
Mm.
You see, it's
because he's so politically astute.
Right, tell me what your take on it is. He appears on Saturday Night Live doing the monologue. He's got a "Make America Great Again" hat on, but he's also wearing a Colin Kaepernick t-shirt. So he's branded by the right, he's branded by the left, and at the same time telling people, like a year ago he was telling people that being a slave was a choice. Now he's fighting for more work to come out of the jails and into factories. See like the jail system in America, where they're making number plates, they're making street signs, they're making things for the equipment for the army. You say no, get the jobs into the factories. He's one mixed up puppy, now.
Doesn't he have new songs out? I've seen a thing where he had massive blocky shoulders.
Not that last album, the one before, like only 3 months ago. It was fucking brilliant, sublime. The tunes were brilliant. I sent it to you, didn't I?
I listened to it. I really enjoyed it. But I love Kanye, so
it was brilliant. But I think what Kanye is now is performance art.
Yeah,
I think going on a programme like Saturday Night Live with a hat for the right, a t-shirt for the left, and him in the middle, I think he's trying to start a fight.
With himself?
Aye. Like, no, he is. Like, he has branded himself as America. Like, Childish Gambino comes out, makes the video, "This is America." That's the comment on the situation. But he's actually standing there on a prime show saying, "This is what America looks like now." But at the same time, his sound bites and his conversation is backing up both sides. Right, I'm just thinking about this right now.
Okay.
I think he's fucking bang on the money. Because of the way that social media and the media have got everybody thinking in a binary sense. Like, see if you've got a choice on social media, you either like something or dislike it.
Mm-hmm.
There's two choices. You either like or you dislike. You're either left, you're either right. You're either black, you're either white. There is no grey areas. But if he goes on there saying, "This is your two choices," start a fight, you're at least starting a conversation. Because, like, see the stuff, I spoke to a couple of Americans last week, white, rich Americans, and they were very pro-Trump.
Yeah.
They said that the black employment rate has never been as high. There's more people in ethnic minorities actually working in the country. The median wage has went up. There's more money in Americans' pockets. So how are you going to get that? Like, are we fucking wrong about Trump?
No, it just means that the people working underneath him that are actually doing the changes are probably doing the right things.
Right. Seeing
The
him
president is just a face of this popularity thing.
But he's wildly unpopular amongst people that think. Look, right. We've got an unpopular Prime Minister in Theresa May, and people are suffering really hard underneath it.
Yeah.
America has a president that's unpopular abroad because he's a fucking mutant. Like, he only knows 19 words. But the actual people living in the street and living in places actually have money in their pocket.
But
is the Trump experiment working?
Yeah,
and have we been coached into thinking good, bad, black, white, left, right, too much, going, well, let's look at some evidence, because that guy's working now, and he wasn't.
But is it working? Like, is that actually true?
Or do you think it's just fucking lies coming out of...
It makes me think of when our government released a thing saying the employment rate's higher than it's ever been before,
and everybody's in 4-hour contracts.
Aye, they changed the definition of what unemployment meant.
Aye,
so that it cut out a whole swathe of people.
Aye.
So
who happened to be unemployed?
Yeah. so is it doing better, or have they just changed the reporting figures?
Massage the figures.
Yeah. And I don't know the answer to that. Maybe economically it is doing better. Maybe there's some sense that people do have more money in the pocket, but I don't...
See friend of the podcast, Chris Sabio?
Yes.
Sabio wins. Chris sends his messages and pictures and keeps us a little bit up to date with what's happening in South Korea, where he works. See the idea that we would look down on North Korea, going, well, they constantly think that America's at the gate because their media tells them this all the time. I think there's a superiority complex in the West going, we would never fall for that shit.
yeah, definitely.
You know, those fucking daft Koreans, they think America's going to attack them. There's nobody fucking there. It's just to keep them under control.
Mm-hmm.
But the way things are reported, like this, like black, white, only two choices ever. You're either a good guy or a bad guy. You're either this or you're either that. Whereas, really, people just want the same things a lot of the time. They just want to be able to pay their bills, go on holiday, not really worry about their pension or having to pay for dental treatment. You know, people are really simple. But as soon as you've got people going like, dislike, and you introduce the whole capitalist fucking, no, you should want more. Do you know what, kind of, is that our America's at the border?
So what you're saying is Kanye, or Ye, as I believe he now wants to be, is actually a visionary, a philosopher.
Aye.
And he'll be looked back on as why was not enough people listening to him.
See if you look at him on Saturday Night Live, which I haven't watched, I've only read about it, right? I know what he was wearing. I know people are going, look at this fucking mug. Doesn't know what he's doing. But it is a mirror image. He is a reflection of Western culture.
Yeah.
It's going, the t-shirt thinks one thing. The hat thinks another thing. Who's fucking right? Can they both be right?
Isn't the thing...
Aye, they can fucking both be right.
Isn't the thing on politics, though, that I've said this a few times, is that you will not accept that you could agree that, like, there's some Republican policies at work, but you want to be in the left, so you just have to shout down them all and go, nope, I'm not that. Because you vote left, you can just go, right, you're pro-abortion, you're anti-gun, you're this, you're that, and you can go through it all. I'm Republican. All right, cool, I'll count down these as well then.
Aye.
Same in here, Labour, SNP, Green Party, whatever you are. You can count down the fucking list.
Yeah.
You don't hear... I've said this before, like, in America, if I was in America, I'd want to own a gun. I don't think there's an issue of me having a gun. I don't think that's an issue. I think, as in,
well,
I've said
this week.
because of the amount of animals that are going around my house.
Aye.
Okay. No, it's just I just
Rotten
think
season.
Aye.
And then there's like things about I remember going down a fucking rabbit hole about the abortion thing in America. The abortion thing in America was that
you got to shoot the way now.
I was listening to a Republican talking about it, and he said something. He was like, a lot of these clinics are allowing abortions up to 5 months in,
right.
And I went, well, that's wrong. There's no way that's real. And then went and looked at the facts of how many are aborting at 5 months, and you're like, holy fuck, no, that's a human that's not far from being born. So I'm then going, well, if there's loads of cunts claiming that...
There's a couple of 30-year-olds had retro abort.
Yeah, definitely, but I've
always put them back up there.
But I've always leant on the ridiculous of going, you can't be anti-abortion if somebody wants to. But then I was like, I didn't realise that America will literally let you do it up to 5.5 months.
Right.
I thought that was illegal, but they let it happen.
I'm going to bring it down to a personal level and see this week. I'm not going to see things in black and white. The world media has turned everything into a fight. You're either right or you're wrong. You're either this or you're that. There is no realisation of going, everybody just wants to be happy or content. You know, rather than, like, my contentment doesn't need to be your expense.
Yeah.
Like, somebody else doesn't have to be wrong for me to be content.
Yeah.
Whereas what we're constantly getting flung at is going, well, if Brexit happens, you're fucked. I don't want Brexit to happen. Do you know what I mean? That's the... If Brexit doesn't happen, then everything will be fucking great. It fucking won't.
I've said this to you before. Brexit deal, no deal, independent Scotland, doesn't matter. The Tory government, see, for the majority of people, obviously there's people who are going to be fucked. There is. But see, for the majority of people, I'm still going to be able to cost and afford a coffee. I probably am going to be able to do that. I'm still going to be able to go on nights out and gigs with my pals. It's going to, for a lot of people like myself, it's going to have zero fucking effect on me. It is.
I think it will eventually, John.
I don't. I can't see anything that makes me go, this is going to fuck everything up for me. Unless I go into Costa the day after a no-deal Brexit and I go, can I get a medium latte? And it goes, that with £19,000.
They go, sorry, we couldn't get any coffee beans.
See, 20 years
ago. I go, that's fine then. I've got one less addiction I need to worry about.
Right, I'm just going to put this out to you, how society's changed in 20 years that you haven't noticed, right? See, 20 years ago, when I was 6 or 7, people
watching Rainbow.
People would just go out on a fucking Wednesday for no reason. A couple of pints. They would do that 3 or 4 times throughout the month.
Yeah.
You go and you would meet up and you would be out the house. But what they've coached people into doing is staying in the house. And then see if you've got, like, the Kevin Bridges gigs are going through Glasgow this month. 19 dates, right? The amount of people that's sucking up, those people won't be out any other night than the Bridges night.
Yeah.
And they'll have drinks, they'll have a meal, and all the leisure time is forced into one big night, one big event. That's the way culture's changed in a small way. We used to go out half a dozen times in a month. Now we only go to one big massive night, and we live like a lord for the night rather than, like, they're keeping you in the house, one big event, and then that's the way the monthly repeat goes. You'd be able to afford less holidays. The price of food and drink would make it prohibitive to eat out. These wee things would start incrementing. Your bin collection would go from every fortnight to every 3 weeks. So there's more rubbish. There's less houses to rent. There's less houses to buy. You can't get that initial deposit. All these wee things incrementally will build into changing your habits and your behaviours, whether you notice them.
And your work can't raise your wages because they don't have enough gap because all their costs have gone up.
That's already been happening though with corporations.
That's been happening. 2 people leave a team of 10. That's no longer a team of 10, it's a team of 8.
With the same work.
Aye.
Oh no, I've been there a million times before. Don't worry about that.
It's all these wee incremental things. Whereas what I'm going to work on for the next couple of weeks, I don't need to win an argument. What they've got, see, for your life to be better, your side need to win. It doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah.
You can show a wee bit of compassion, a wee bit of empathy to the person that disagrees with you and go, do you know what, you're just fucking struggling the same way everybody else is. You think this will fix it, I think this will fix it. Whereas it's starting for the minute you unlock your phone. See, the minute you unlock your phone, you're in a battle of good and evil, black and white, left and right.
Yeah.
Fucking put the phone down for a wee while. Fucking listen to other people for a wee bit, just a wee bit of patience. Because that will bring you more contentment than liking or disliking something online. Because come the climate change apocalypse, there's only got to be one winner. What did we start talking about here? Kanye?
Yeah.
What a fucking man.
So, John.
He's just a fucking dick, isn't he? He's wearing a hat that says one thing and a t-shirt that says another. Fucking idiot. His music's not something I've listened to in 5 years.
You're looking a bit down, buddy, John.
Yeah.
Buddy John.
Buddy
John,
John.
old buddy, old pal.
John, old buddy, old pal.
Sup?
So, about August this year, I decided that my gran has severe Alzheimer's and she has had for 5-6 years. She's in a home now. Alzheimer's Scotland are quite closely affiliated with the home that she's in, so they come and do days out with everyone who's there that suffers Alzheimer's, and the staff are well trained. It's a lovely home, and I was going, you know what? I do drink an awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sober October's been a thing, and I was just thinking, I'd quite like to, one, go on a diet, and you know what? I'd like to do something for Alzheimer's Scotland. So instead of doing Sober October for Macmillan Cancer Trust, which is also a great charity, I would raise money for Alzheimer's Scotland. So
that's really selfless of you, John.
It's the first time ever. So I'm doing Sober October, and
where can people donate?
When does Sober October officially start, John?
It started for me on the 30th of September.
Right, so 30th of September, 1st of October is when that's it. You're going to commit to 31 days off the booze.
Yep. I've also committed to yoga classes, circuit classes, weight classes, football. I've committed. I thought I'll do everything. I'll do stuff that's actually going to make me suffer. So I've got like 2 Rangers European games, a semi-final, a couple of gigs.
Stuff you'd normally
stuff that I'd normally be boozing at. I've got the UFC 229 tonight. So on Wednesday afternoon,
Is that how you say that? I thought it started at 2:30.
What did I say?
229. Oh fuck! I bet I'm not pressing the red button. Fucking set a time for that.
Yeah, sorry, John. Where can people donate to you?
I'll give you the link and we can put it onto the Trample Bat when it releases, if that's all right. We'll do
but not the Patreon, because you've already given enough. And
you do give enough. Although Joe Goss has donated 30 quid, which is ridiculous. He was the first on, and he's a fucking lovely gentleman.
Joe Goss.
Do you know what I don't like? Do you know what I don't like about Joe Goss? Nothing. Nothing.
So I had that all set aside, and I was like, this is going to be a tough one. So Wednesday afternoon, I'm sitting at work, and for the entire
1st of October.
2nd
of October. So we're a day in.
So
how are you coping at that point? Going, I can do this.
I can do this. It's midweek. I know I've got the Rangers game coming on Thursday. It's going to be quite hard. So my partner texted me and asked to come over to talk, and I was like, right, well, this isn't good.
Yeah, no one says we need to talk, and it's like, I just want to tell you how great you are.
Yeah. So it's been 7 years.
Mm.
So I leave work right away, say she can come over. I know the conversation that's about to happen.
Smell it in the air.
I have no control over it. There's nothing I can do. She came over. It happened. Told me that it was going to be for good. There wasn't anything to think about. That was it. We wanted different things, which is fine. But first thought was how miserable life now looked. Those rose-tinted glasses were smashed.
Yeah.
I only had dark glasses from now on.
Like, because even if you go to buy like mints, you don't get a one person's portion of mints. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're going, I'm going to be fucking bulk cooking now.
So, you need more Tupperware boxes.
See whatever I had for my dinner on Monday. I'm fucking having that again on Tuesday.
So after all that, I kind of went into work on Thursday, get sent home right away, and then I was going, oh my God, Sober October is going to be horrendous. So for those who disagree with Sober October and normally wouldn't donate, the only thing I would say is, imagine a 7-year relationship ending and knowing the one thing that you normally have to numb any feeling, alcohol by the way, and other stuff.
Aye.
I am still going. There was a part of me, I think I texted you, Conroy, and said, I'm tempted. I'm trying to raise 750 quid. I was just going to donate the 750 quid to Alzheimer's Scotland myself and just bail out and go, nope, I need to go out with my pals. I can't sit in.
It's 700. Do you know, I've seen people do this before and they go 100 quid, 200 quid, 300 quid. You set your stall out there.
Yes, that's a good healthy target.
I'm going to contribute.
I think all my pals are going to contribute, but what they're doing it
£30.50 just to take the Go Josh shine off.
What all my pals are definitely doing is wait until the 1st of November because of what's happened now. They're convinced there is zero chance I'm going to be able to complete it.
That's good support from your pals.
Last night, Friday night, was the longest Friday night of my entire life. Sitting on social media, just looking at all the wrong places. So, yeah, So if people want to donate, right? So what's happening is
She stole a bike in France and he should have left her in Leon.
yeah, people are going to know who this is anyway. But yeah, we won't mention. So what we were sitting last night was it's just amazing. See, sometimes your friends. So my friends like Liam, Daisley, Frame, Isaacs, Morgan, yourself, Conroy, came and met me for a coffee. All super supportive, but they know one thing about me is that although I do want an ear to bend, what I want is ridiculed and just to keep things as normal as possible. So my mate Liam goes, "What is one thing you would never do?" What's one? And I went, "Bungee jumping." And he goes, "In 2 weeks, we're going bungee jumping."
Fuck.
And I went, "No." And he went, "Don't give a fuck." He's like, "I've just booked it and I've just spent 80 quid. You owe me 80 quid. We're going bungee jumping."
The Titan crane one?
The one up at Pitlochry, I think.
Oh, that's
Under,
quite a good
under the bridge.
That's quite a good bridge, mate.
So my mate Liam went, "I've booked it. You owe me 80 quid. We're gone." And I was like going, and do you know what? See, for 10 minutes, for the first 10 minutes in the last 3 days, I didn't think about what had happened. All I thought about was how terrified I am. But
you going to get it filmed?
There was a part where I was, you'll get it filmed.
Oh, yes.
So it was part.
We'll take the GoPro up.
Aye.
Film.
There was a part of it where I turned to Liam, and Liam went, "It's not asking if the rope's optional." And the way I was feeling, I was like, just little moments. So we're doing that. So because I'm staying sober for October, everyone who listens to this knows who my favourite band is. It's the Cortinas.
Yes.
I had seen the Cortinas with my partner, but it had always been as a support act or a festival. I'd never. It was one of the few bands that I'd never taken her because it was always the band that me and my pals went to ourselves. So I was sitting thinking, going, right, this song reminds me of her. This DVD reminds me of her. This sitting in my room reminds me of her. So it's all this stuff that I'm trying to do. What are the cliches that folk will tell me to do? So I went, you know what? Focus on something that will not remind you of her. And I was like, Cortinas.
But you were kind of fucked for the point where see if somebody's in having a dark time, whether it's relationships or work or just general sadness, people always had to be the same hat list going, "Well, you need to get yourself out of the house. You need to do a bit of exercise. You need to eat properly." You've been doing all that shit.
I know.
Any kind of cliche that we're going to fling at you has to be some kind of zen. Fuck it. Have you ever thought about going to Tibet, mate? Just like 3 years.
Well,
just fucking.
Have you ever thought of bungee jumping?
Aye. That's the right track.
So I get mocked a lot for seeing the Cortinas 4 or 5 times a year whenever they come to Glasgow or they do a gig in Manchester or play a festival.
That's true, you do get mocked a lot for that.
So I was sitting down with my mate Liam and Daisley, texting them as well, and I went, you know what I'm going to do? I seen a tweet from Liam Frey that it was the winter tour is now officially all sold out. So they're playing 20 dates from the 15th of November to the 1st of December.
Right.
And I went to myself, I was like, you know what I'm going to make a point of doing? I'm going to get tickets for every single night of that gig, every single night of that tour. Bristol, Southampton, Nottingham, Leicester, Newcastle.
You taking leave?
No, I've taken leave for the days that I need to, like Southampton and Bristol, Sunday, Monday.
Right,
so I'll take the Monday off and come back Monday. Aye. So I went, right, I'm going to drive to the ones like Stoke on a Thursday.
What you got to do Southampton?
I'm going to stay. And then go over to Bristol and then drive back up.
Is this your way of telling us we're going to need stand-ins?
No, I'll figure it out. We can phone in. So what I'm looking at is yesterday I think I secured tickets for 8 of the gigs.
Right.
So I'm in for 8. I'm going to go to most of them.
You're such the child of the Daily Record. Like, see if a Celtic supporter had got tickets, they would have hustled them, but you secured them. You swooped in. I would have.
He opened his war chest.
I would have got tickets over the line at the last minute, but you swooped in and secured.
So the idea is that I found these for face value. So I was like, right, what I'm going to do is, so Liverpool there was no standing. I was like, seating. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for the extra £5 for the better seat, and it's one that's on behind the stall.
Right.
So as soon as Cortinas goes on, run and fucking launch the stall. I'm in the standing. I'm disappeared. I'm in the crowd. Newcastle, same ticket, right behind the barrier, in the crowd. Boom.
Like the chase scene with Matt Damon and DiCaprio and what was that movie? That confused me. Because one had the red hat on and... So what I need is, I did, on Thursday when I decided this, I did tweet Liam Frey, Dan Moores, Michael Campbell, the whole band, just saying, look, is there any way to try and, don't need any favours, but is there any point of direction where I can maybe contact somebody to pay for passes or tickets that are maybe like left for friends, family that I could secure a disabled kid that didn't make it.
Because because I would love to I want to go to all 20.
Front and centre.
I want to go. So whether it's me going to Stoke on Thursday without a ticket, hitting a tout and going 250 quid, boom.
40
there,
quid.
There you go.
200. It's not Celine Dion.
All I'm going to do is I just want help to do this. Any help. If anyone knows there's any tickets going, if anyone that listens to this has any sort of sway with any venue that appear on this list, just let us know and get me in. I'm going to go to every gig. And I think my thing is probably going to be, I've been festering over a tattoo for about 4 years.
Oh, no.
So you're going to hate this.
Leave it a year.
Why?
Leave it a year. What are you going to get?
The full tour list of all the dates.
What, to constantly remind you how you got over a relationship breaking up?
Oh no, that's not what this is, really. This is about me just being me and doing what I do. Like, I'm going to a lot of these gigs myself.
Leave it a year.
Right, well, but what we need to do first is get me to all the gigs.
Right,
Have you got a ticket for Llandudno?
That's one I'm still chasing.
Mate, there's an excellent gold mine in Llandudno you can visit as well.
And there's Gary sucking the fun out of breakups.
So what
you need is
an excellent gold mine.
what you need is a good hashtag, so you can do a wee
Get
daily
John in.
vlog.
Get John in.
get me in, and then the tout company will have to try and sort something out because I'm stealing their whole ethos. So what I want is, come Saturday the 1st of December, I am in Brixton Academy down in London with a vodka lemonade, knowing that I am
good
ticking
target.
off 20th gig in a row of Cortinas. And the whole point of this was, the point I wanted was, I think I'm on 34th Cortinas gigs now. And this
This
tour
will
would
take you
take me over to
50.
50 before the end of the year.
Man, what I want to see the last gig is you crowd surfing.
Okay. I'll
One
do
guy crowd surfing at a Cortinas gig.
because it's,
The lemonade in your hand.
because it's genuinely not safe.
Right, so how many have you got tickets for?
I think I've 8 or 9. I need to double check. I've got a spare ticket now, obviously, for the Glasgow gig that I'm willing to leverage. It's a standard ticket. I'm willing to leverage that to get a ticket for another night.
Right, okay.
The Brixton Academy ones, I understand, are going to be a nightmare because they're going on eBay and stuff for like 300 quid now. But see,
Mate, it's always the way. But then you get one outside for double the face value.
Aye.
You know, it's these greedy people that buy tickets for gigs that have got no intention of going to.
right, okay. So that's my plan, Gary.
Right, touts, hit John up, get John in.
He's got money, so whatever you were thinking of selling it for, bump up a little.
Do you think your obsessive compulsiveness sort of contributed to the breakup? No, I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm just warming up to saying, do you think it's because you can name it Rangers died? Do you think it was you don't take time to spell things properly in messages?
It could be that. Mate,
That and the Rangers thing.
mate, there was a big days during the conversation as to why we were splitting up, but I do think Twitter was mentioned. I do think the way I used Twitter was mentioned.
Right.
So
We don't want you to change.
I'm not, mate. I'm fucking 31. I'm not capable of changing.
What do we do? Do we put a video out, or
Yeah, I think we need to build the
you know what?
campaign.
John's actually got a decent relationship with the bands that he's liked. Like you spoke about the Frightened Rat. Like Liam Frey, if you tweeted him, probably goes, "Oh, that's John. He's been following us for ages."
That's that guy with the laugh.
It's a guy that doesn't fucking leave us alone. See, the issue with a band like Cortinos is, I think stories like this are probably quite, like, you seen the one where a couple had their wedding booked and then Cortinos announced the cricket ground gig, which was their biggest gig to date, and it was the same day as their wedding, and Cortinos tweeted them. They tweeted the Cortinos saying, "We were just about to book our wedding reception, but we're going to have the ceremony at 10 a.m. and we've just bought all our guests tickets to Cortinos. And because of that," he said, "we'll get you in the cricket ground luxury box, and you can all watch it from there." But then they were going, "Well, we're watching it from fucking down there." But then we seen the bride and groom cutting about, and everyone was like, "That's them," because he tweeted about it. And
John's not looking for anything. He just wants to be there.
Yeah, I do not want any favours. I will pay for the tickets, whatever you want for them. I just need help to people be in the lookout for tickets. Just anything.
We have floated the idea of John wearing a yellow trample bat hoodie or t-shirt so that people can actually pick him out at the gigs.
And if what would be an alternative? If for some reason somehow we get the band involved and we can get tickets. What I would do is I would donate money to charity for every night that I get a free pass or something.
Stop giving stuff away, John. You're trying to get stuff in.
I cannot wait till John is on BBC Breakfast. Like, I've got this campaign I'm looking to get help with.
Imagine dumping somebody and they fucking appeared on BBC Breakfast. You know that
a show that they watch every morning getting ready because it's got the clock on it.
Going, fucking bitch blindsided me for nowhere. Do you know what? I'd really, really like it too. And
I know.
I wish it. And you said this to me, going, do you know what? See if it means both of us been happy, then that's the road that you need to take. You were very, very level-headed, but it would freak MD out if there was a phone call to Jeremy Vine. In the way you've took the Greg's order and what gone, it's my day. I'll go and get it right. Cheese and ham baguette, tuna crunch, fudge donut. I'll go jump in the motor. We've got a bit of a call here from Cumbernauld. We've got John. What is it you're trying to do, John? You've recently been through a breakup. You're trying to get in touch. Is it the Catinas? Is it the Catinas, John? Why don't you tell us all about it? Imagine how much that would freak you out. It'd be fucking wild. Oh, good luck, John. Oh, here's status quo.
So, yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll get the campaign rolling. If you can help John, get in touch with us. You can
or if people are on Twitter, if we could actually just start tweeting the Cortinas with us.
See as well. See, since I had a wee sort of mini rant and meltdown, see the amount of people that's retweeting stuff. And
it's brilliant.
We so appreciate it. Thanks very much. There's still a couple of stubborn people holding on to retweets as if they cost them a fucking pound. See the fucking John Gavin had a fucking shitty band in the front row of his fucking gig last week. Starts sharing all their stuff. Really good to meet fucking the Neon Monkeys in the front row of my gig this week. Then they reciprocated. Great gig, John. Back and forth with cunts he has never met before. Couldn't get a retweet out of any of those videos for National Podcast Day. Anyway, John's moving house this week. I hope it all goes well. I will never visit until you fucking start retweeting. Retweets do not cost you a pound. See the people that have actually helped us out. You've no idea the difference it made. See,
we talk about you behind your backs and say about how much we think you're awesome.
It was a great effort to get those videos out, and it does encourage us to do more and maybe make them a wee bit better and spend a wee bit more time on it. We really, really appreciate it. It was a great. Do you know what? The numbers aren't fantastic. You know what? They're not into the hundreds or anything like that. But see, every time somebody does it, it just helps us out so much.
Yep.
So we've covered everything there. Dead TV star, John get dumped. Thanks for the retweets. Anything else?
That's it. Catch you guys later.